I interviewed a big, beefy England cricketer who I asked him what he did when he went on tours, because he didn't like touring, obviously. He said, oh, I just go shopping. I go to Prada and things like that. Which, you know, he was a really rural, beefy cricketer. It seemed very odd. Little things. I used to love that.
If the interviewee wants to go off at a tangent, do you let them go with it or try and drag them back to your agenda?
I think I'd let them go with it mainly because I didn't have an agenda. I was normally doing just a profile of a person, so what they want to talk about is them, so that's fine. And often then you'll go some places that other people haven't been. But I did interview quite a few people who were very ordinary people, and they've always got a fascinating story. There's always a story somewhere in what people want to tell you. I only met one who really wouldn't talk, and I think she was just so shy. She just wouldn't talk at all, and I only got monosyllabic answers. It was really difficult. But I've only met one person like that out of hundreds I've interviewed, and I almost gave up. I didn't give up on her because I had enough stuff about what she'd done, factual stuff, but she didn't give me the emotion to go with it, and I just couldn't get it out of her. But I've only had that one failing that most people, if you just listen to what they've got to tell you and listen to the answer and therefore follow up what the answer is, and don't have a list of questions. I never used to stick to a list of questions. I used to follow up what the answer was, which means it's, you know, you've got to take your notes and listen.
Is there a risk if you don't have any kind of list that you get back to the office after a fascinating hour and you look through the material and you think, oh, I wished I'd asked about so-and-so, or I wished I knew what the cat's name was?
Yes, but I used to often give people the chance to read what I'd written, not with a view to changing it at all, but with a factual thing. It never bothered me. I wasn't a prima donna about it. They could have hated what I'd written. It wouldn't have worried me. I still often gave them the chance to look at it before it went to print.
And so that gave you the chance to fill in any
I could fill in any
gaps or
query, or think, did he really say that? No, I used to check very thoroughly.